So very few concepts we will discuss, and we will move on subqueries. Okay. So and also one more thing, did we discuss the case and decode? Case and decode.
No.
No, right?
No,
So that is also very
no.
important. So case and decode and the small concepts along with the subqueries we will discuss. Okay. So all of you know the sequence, right? Sequence. So what do you mean by a sequence normally? In normal English word, sequence is what? So one after the another.
One after other, yeah.
One after the another, right? Suppose even numbers, one after the another. Odd numbers, one after the another. Right? From 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. That is also one after the other, right? So in the same way, so we are creating some values. Okay. In advance we are creating some values. That means let us assume one scenario. Okay. So I am taking one table. Let us take one table. This is one table. Okay. What table? EMP table. Let us take one table. Supplier table. I am taking supplier table. Okay. Supplier table. So in supplier table, we have some vendor number. Vendor number. Okay. Vendor number is one column. So vendor name, supplier name or vendor name both are same, right? So vendor name I am taking. So vendor address, right? And invoice number, like some columns are there. Let us assume. So now what happens? So user want to enter details of these suppliers. Okay. For each and every time, they don't want to enter vendor number. Okay. So what the client is provided one role. So while inserting data into the supplier table, so no need to enter vendor number. Okay. Give me the sequence while inserting automatically. Okay. So we will mention the sequence so that automatically it will take one after the another the numbers. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So why he suggested this rule? Okay, normally what is the reason behind it? So see, one employee joined in the organization for 1 year. They have moved some 1 lakh records into the supplier table. Let us assume they have a scenario. They have moved some 1 lakh records. So after 1.5 years that employee is left out of the organization, one more employee came. So if we manually enter some vendor numbers, so it may mismatch, and also in middle the same employee can do mistake and he enters some invalid vendor numbers. So based upon the vendor numbers only, so they are tracking further. Okay, the details, invoice details and receipt details, whatever it may be. Okay, so for that user convenience, for customer convenience, they are introducing one sequence concept. So with the help of sequence concepts, for the particular column name, values will be generated automatically. Okay, so how it will be generated? So we have a syntax. Okay, we have to follow the syntax. So how we can create a sequence in Oracle? So that is same like table. How we can create, in the same way we can create a sequence with the help of create sequence name. Create sequence name. So and followed with min value. Okay, and max value. So this min value is what the predefined name given by the Oracle. This is value user defined. User defined means user can enter any value. See, by seeing this is a syntax. This is the example. Okay. So see this one and this one, you can observe and you can understand very easily. See the max value, we can give any value like any numbers up to these characters. Okay, this digits. Okay. So we have minimum value, we can give minimum value. Suppose if I want to give minimum value 1, you can give. If you want to give minimum value 10 also, you can give 10. Okay. So from where it will be starting? From 1 it will be starting. From first. So incremented by how many units? 1 unit. So here one cache is there. Cache is what like a memory. So this sequence of character will be storing in one memory, right? In the Oracle DB. So they are mentioning some bytes of memory, okay, cache memory. You can say cache memory. So for the performance wise, it will be improving. For the sake we have using cache. So without cache also we can create. Okay, default cache memory can be taken by the sequence. Okay. Now I have a question. Okay, here. So can we take only start with one? No, 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 no. You can take with start with 10 also, 15 also, 20 also. So the number will be starting from 20. If you take 20, okay, if you take from 100, it will start from 100. And also one more question. So here incremented by 1 I have given 1 unit. So is it only 1? Can we take 2 units? Can we increment by 2 units? Can we increment by 5 units? Can we increment it by 10 units? Yes, we can increment it as we wish. Okay. So we can increment any unit. Okay, any unit means 2 or 3 or 10 units also. Okay. Usually we will take 1 unit only. Okay. Understood. And also, can we take any minimum value? Can we change any minimum value? Here also we can change different value also. Max value also we can change. Understood? So these are various cases we can able to, based upon the requirement, we can change our process. Okay. See. So after creation of a sequence, what is the advantage? I already told you, right? Suppose a table is already existed. Employee ID manually I don't want to enter. Okay, that is a case. Manually, I don't want to enter because multiple persons are operating on this table. So they may confuse. The first half an hour before lunch, he inserted some employee ID manually. Let us assume. So another employee is not after lunch he went to home and he took what a leave. Okay. So another employee want to continue the progress on this table, right? So he don't know which one is he enter like and all, right? So that is very difficult to track and all. So in such cases, so if you use the sequence, so it automatically takes the next value automatically. Okay, that is the case here. See, in this example, I have created one sequence, employee num underscore sequence. So what happens? Sequence is created. So I am taking here the sequence dot next val. Next val means what? The next value, the present value will be some 1. Okay. So the next value start with 1, right? It will be next value like 2 or 3 or 4 like that. Okay. See, I have created table and I have inserted data into this table with employee next value. See, one row is created. So before that I have created a sequence. So now after completion of commit, so if you view the table, okay, if you see the table, so we can see the employee as 1. Now tell me again, I am going to insert the data here. Okay, let us take, I am going to insert the data again. Okay, values, values, employee ID and values. I am taking Ganesh. Okay, let us take Ganesh. So now tell me what will be the value the next one?
2.
2 only, right?
2 and
Now I will ask you one more question. Suppose if I increment by 2 units, increment by 2
Then we can
units,
add.
the first
We
value
can
will
add.
be 1, the second value will be 3.
3.
Yes. So now one more question. If I start with 5, okay, incremented by 2, okay, what is the first value, inserting value, employee ID? Start with 5,
5.
incremented by 2.
5.
What is the first value? 5. Same like 5, 7, like that, indeed, it will move. Understood?
Yes.
So it's very, very, very easy one, but this is also very, very important. Okay. See, one more question interviewer may ask. Okay. In the same way, we can create this process using trigger also. Trigger in PLSQL. Okay. So one question he will ask. So we can create a trigger. We can generate sequence, and we can do in Oracle SQL also. So which one is better? He may ask us. Okay, this one is better. See, that is a very complicated code. We need to write the piece of code will be very lengthier. Okay, so we can achieve by using SQL, using sequence as well as in trigger. So he will ask how many ways we can able to achieve this process. He won't tell you the exact name. Okay, he will tell you the process. He will give you one scenario in this fashion. The scenario based, if you learn, Definitely you can understand the subject. So what he will do, so he will give one table. Let us take one ABC table he will give. So in ABC table we have we are having ABC number, ABC name, like that he will tell. Okay, so I wanted to generate ABC number. Okay, the numbers like sequential way. Okay, how we can able to do, like in this fashion he will ask. So how many ways we can able to achieve, like that he may ask. So we can say in this example, so it is very good for us. Understood? And also syntax also very mandatory. So I told you, right? So is it mandatory cache? So you can check whether it is mandatory or not. Okay, so how we can check? So one more thing, so this min value, max value, these are also same. This is also mandatory. No, not mandatory. See, I have created one sequence here. Create sequence name, correct? So sequence created. So these are all optional. Okay, min value, max value, start with, incremented by cache value, and these are all what? Optional thing.
Optional.
Okay. And also I will give you one work to you. Okay. Try to create the sequence in this way. Okay, and create one table and use the next val and do what type of data it is inserting. Will it, is it default value, which one it is taking? Is it taking default value 1? How much value it is incrementing? That and all you have to capture and you have to come back. Understood what I'm telling? So no need to use min value, max value, start with, incremented by cache. Okay, these are all it will take default. So mandatory things is what? Create and sequence are mandatory. Understood? These are all mandatory. Sequence name is our user defined name. So what I'm asking you is, first create one sequence. Okay, take this sequence and create one table, insert the data and use the next val and what type of data it is inserting into this particular column name. Okay, you can take any column name. Okay, student, you can take student details. Student batch 21, you can take STU batch 21. Okay, SNO S name you can take. Okay, values, what you have to do is you have to take this this type of sequence. You can give any sequence name. Test underscore sequence dot next val comma some Ramesh. Okay, so what type of data it is inserting, just observe and come back. Okay, so what, so if you observe that one, so you can understand what type of value it is bringing. So what type of values is default it is taking, that you can capture. Understood? So this is sequence in Oracle. Okay. So we have one more concept, what hierarchical queries. Okay, hierarchical queries. So let me take the slide. Hierarchical queries. So what do you mean by hierarchical? So someone will say hierarchical. So my slang is somewhat different. So this is hierarchical. I will talk about this is hierarchical. Someone will say, okay. So you, how you can say, I don't know. Okay. So hierarchical queries means what? Normally, what do you mean by hierarchy? Hierarchy means what? Hierarchy means what? Suppose one home minister in the in a state we have one home minister. In a country we have a home minister, correct? Suppose let us assume we'll take, okay, state wise we have home minister. Let us take one real example. We have home minister. So under home minister we have some hierarchy, right? So what is the first one? What is the first hierarchy? Who reports to home minister first? DGP, right? DGP, correct? So DGP.
Yes.
So DGP will report first. So he is the second hierarchical person. Okay, let us assume he is the first. He is root. We can say he is root. You can say he is root.
Yeah.
So he is child. We can say child. Sub record. We can say sub record. Child node.
Yeah.
This is root node. So under DGP, so whom are all reporting? So like IPS cadre, all SP, superintendent of police, correct? So like otherwise,
Yes.
assistant DGP, we can say IGs,
Yes.
sorry, I can say IG, correct? IG. So IG can report. So under IG, we have some SP, superintendent of police, correct? We have superintendent of police SPs. So under SPs, we have CIs or
Yes.
SIs.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So under CI and SIs, we have constables. Under constables, some
Yes.
home guards. Correct. So this is
Yes.
what hierarchy of a home minister department. Okay, home minister department. For each and every department having some hierarchy, right? So let us take on IT department. We have an hierarchy, right? We have some vice president, CEO. CEO under CEO. So our company hierarchy is, I will tell you. Okay, our president. Okay, president. So again, CEO, president, vice president, under vice president, directors. Under directors, we have senior managers. Under senior managers, managers. Under managers, associated managers. Like associate managers, we have team leads. Under team leads, we have developers, testers. Okay, and DBS. Like that, it will be there, right? That is hierarchical, right? So in each and every organization, in each and every company, anywhere you can go, if you go, so we have some hierarchy, right? So that should be handled, right, in Oracle compulsory. So because we have various cases, we have one module. I'm working earlier. I worked for one module. Okay, so that is what I suppliers. Okay, and also I worked for one more module, HRMS, Human Resource Management System. Okay, HRMS. So in that management system, we have some employees, employee details, employee names, like under subcategories. Like we want to track, right? Compulsory in such situations, we need to use these hierarchical queries. Understood? So we can say we can retrieve data based on natural hierarchical relationship in a table. So see, this is example. If you observe, employee tables also some hierarchy. Okay. So how it will be relation, how it will be relating. Okay. So if you observe keenly the data, so definitely you can observe the hierarchy. Okay. So how we can achieve, this is the one of the interview question. Okay. So how we can achieve hierarchical queries? What are the things used in hierarchical queries? What is the command used? So command is connect by prior. So if you remember this one, if you give this answer, he won't ask you the next question to you. Okay. So connect by prior. Okay. The same as it is, the query is same like normal query, and start with. Okay. From start with which employee we are starting? This employee we are starting. From this employee, it is hierarchy will start and it will end. Okay. Understood? Let us assume from DGP, from Home Minister to DGP, DGP to IG, IG to some Superintendent of Police, right? So I wanted to start my hierarchy from DGP. Let us assume from DGP, it won't consider Home Minister. Okay, I wanted to start my hierarchy from SI. Okay, SI to Constable, Constable to Home Guard. So in that way, we can start our hierarchical passion, whatever place we need. From that place we can start. Okay, we are starting from this employee. From under this employee, whose employees are working, those employees who are working under this employee, such employee details will be displayed. And also we are writing this connect by prior class, right? So what do you mean that? So connect by prior means we are connecting with what? Manager IDs with employee numbers. So if you connect with manager ID with employee numbers only, we will get the hierarchy, right? So what is the relationship? Let us assume I am taking Home Minister. So Home Minister having some employee ID. Let us assume employee ID, some one employee ID. So Home Minister, DGP, if we have an employee ID relationship only, we can get what? Hierarchy. So without having some relationship, how we can get the employee, right? So he is cabinet cadre. So his cabinet cadre Home Minister. So his employee ID will be there. Definitely. Okay. After DGP also have some employee ID. So DGP and employee ID, it will match and it will bring in hierarchical fashion. Okay. The top employee ID will be considered as what? The higher official, and the second one, the second official. Okay. Understood? So see, in this example, I already provided the example also here. See, so what I have provided here, 7782. Okay, 7782 is the employee clerk, correct? So clerk is reporting to whom? King. So that's why king and clerk is came. So you can get one question. Okay, see, sir, we got the clerk, right? Under clerk, no employees. Yes, no employees. So that's why it is stopped here only. Okay, if any employees exist, one more record it will display. Understood? So see in this example, you can see the importance. Okay. So what is the employee number here? 7934 I have given. Who is 7934? Miller, correct? So Miller is reporting to whom? First reporting to whom? Clark. So Clark is first after reporting to whom? King. So that's why the hierarchy from King to Miller. Understood? So the major thing is start with and connect by prior. So where you are going to start and what relationship you are establishing. That if you see, so definitely you can get the hierarchy. Okay. And also one real-time scenario, walk top down. Okay, this is bottom up approach, this is top down approach. Okay, so how top down approach, this is, we can say we were doing some masala, right? So masala means like we wanted to display the user, they don't want to do the data in this fashion, right? You wanted to do in some understandable way. Okay, suppose I am writing some concatenation operator, single quotes reports to prior, ename walk top down, like this is an alias name. From this table name start with this king and connect by this, right? So this means how data will be displaying, in this fashion it will be displaying. See, so I want to display in this way. King reports to this one, John reports to King, Scott reports to Jones, Adam reports to Scott. In the same way we have implemented, right, in the earlier class. Did you remember the reporting?
Yes.
In where we implemented this one?
SQL loader.
Self join we implemented, right? Joins. In self joins we implemented. So they will ask you the scenario. Okay, if you tell them multiple ways like self join as well as in hierarchical queries, we can achieve this type of stuff. So definitely will you will get some good impression, right? So in this way we can do our work. Okay. So this is the example only. You can apply your brain and you can implement your own approach. Understood? So this is queries. Okay, na? So after hierarchical queries, so we will move on case and decode. Okay. So very most important and widely used commands. Okay, we can say functions also, case and decode, both are functions. Okay, see we have differences. I will explain you the after completion of explanation of case and decode. Okay, so we have case and decode. So case and decode, so it's very interesting one. See, very interesting concept. So what do you mean by case? What do you mean by decode? What is the importance usually? Okay, we will discuss now. So what do you mean by case? So case and decode both are same normally. Usually both are same, but we have differences. So case and decode both serves the same same results. Okay, it serves same results. So let us assume if I wanted to publish the result based upon the condition, so we are using case and decode. So we can say if condition then some result, correct? Else if condition then result, right? So and so on and so on and so on, like many condition if you want to write, you can write. So this can be achieved using PLSQL normally. Okay, this is in PLSQL. I will tell you how we can do this one. Okay, so one question may arise. Okay, so how we can achieve this in SQL? The next question, how he will tell you the scenario to you. Okay, so if I wanted to handle conditional inquiries using SQL, how we can achieve? Using case and decode. So for that purpose, case and decode will be used. Understood? So in case and decode, so what is the syntax? First, what is the scenario. What is the first scenario? What is the first scenario we wanted to capture? Correct. So we can say facilitates conditional inquiries by doing the work of if then else statement, right? Now tell me, I will give you one approach. Okay, is it feasible or not? Tell me. Okay, one employee table already is there, right? This is the employee table. Now in this employee table, so now tell me how we can achieve any conditional inquiries can we do? If then else logic on this, how we can do? Tell me any scenario. If you get any scenario, so based upon the salary, we can do the scenario, right? So how we can do? So if he is an analyst, this is the salary, right? So these are all employees joined in the organization. They all are completed 1 year. Okay. We wanted to increase the salaries of an employees. Okay. So now tell me, for all employees, only one hike, the same hike we are providing? No. So we are not providing the same hike to all employees, right? So based upon the job, we are giving the salaries, correct? So based upon the job only, we are increasing the salary. So we will give the condition, what? Based on job. So normally in PLSQL, how we can write normally? First, tell me, if job is equal to what? I am taking analyst or manager or clerk. Okay, I am taking clerk. Let us assume clerk. Okay, data is case sensitive, right? So I am taking clerk, capital clerk. Okay, so what next? Next then, so I am writing what? Sal is multiplying with what? 2.2. Okay, 2.2 multiplying with the salary I am providing. Okay, so this is what PLSQL, right? So for one employee, okay, so I am only taking clerk. I don't want other employees. If you can take else directly you can mention sal into 3.5. It means what? Tell me now normally what it means in PLSQL. What it means? That means this employee, those who are having job as clerk, that employee is only considering this salary structure. So other than the clerk, we are considering this salary structure. The same way we can achieve in case also. Okay. So how we can achieve? The syntax is first what you have to write? Case. Okay. Case here what we have to write?
Statement we have to.
Condition we will write. Condition. Okay. Condition. You can write condition. So what condition? If the job ID we can say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Expression we can say. So not condition, expression I will write. Expression. So if the expression it is satisfied when condition we will write here. That means expression is nothing but this column name job. Okay. This one job. Okay. So now when how I can write? After when I will provide what? Analyst or clerk. In single quote I will mention clerk. Okay. Data is case sensitive. Clerk I am taking. So now same then. So what next I will do? I will give the what type of salary structure I wanted to publish. You can give. So you can give in this way also. Sal plus sal into 2.2. Also you can give. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to give what other than the salary, you can give the salary structure also. Okay. So in this way also you can give. So this is what hike amount. You can say hike amount. Okay. Salary into 2.2. Right. So next, what next? Same when again, what condition is what? Salesman. If you want to take salesman, you can take salesman. Data is case sensitive. Salesman. Correct. Salesman. So then again, you can give the different salary structure. Sal into some 1.4. Understood?
Yeah.
So when you can write any how many when if you want you can write. So now tell me the next thing is what? Next thing is what? Finally, I don't want. It is enough. Okay, enough. So default salary structure will be given other employees. Okay. For that, the last thing is what? Else we will provide sal. We will provide sal and end. So that is the final one. We can say alias name. We will get the result. So I am writing here and you can see. Okay. So I am taking one example. Select, I am taking some column names. Okay. For default column names, I am taking. So employee name I am taking, job I am taking, salary, previous salary I am taking. So now I will write case here. Okay. So what next? Job, right? The column name, again job. So again what? When. Expression I have written, when. Condition we need to give, right? So what is the condition?
Yeah.
So clerk I am giving. Let us take clerk. This is an example.
Then
So next, then 2.2,
Sal.
I can give sal into 2.2. Okay. So next,
Yeah. Then again
When
don't write in this way. You can take in this way. That is, if you are, it will be very good for us. Okay. Otherwise, you can type in notepad and copy paste it. Okay. You can write here also. It won't give you any problem for you. Okay. So I'm taking salesman. Salesman is the job ID, one of the job ID. So I am taking then and sal into 3.6. Okay. Again, when, and we have one more is there, analyst, right? I did not remember the ANALYST, right? ANALYST. ANALYST. Okay, analyst. So if it is analyst, then we have salary structure, some different salary structure, like 5.5. So I don't want enough for these members only.
yes,
I have decided I am giving hikes. I don't want other employees. I don't want to bother other employees. Other employees are like same salary structure. Okay, how we can do? Default salary we need to enter, right? So how we can do that one?
Yeah.
The last one is else.
L.
So any programming language you go, this is the way, only way, right? So we are taking else here, but syntax may change, but the process will remain same, right? So else I am taking sal. That's it. So yeah, sal means
End.
what? The default salary, whatever available, the same salary will be,
Going to end.
yeah, it will be available, right? So I'm taking here revised hike, like revised salary also you can write revised sal. Revised sal also you can write revised bonus, you can say revised bonus. Okay, revised bonus. So this is what from
okay, alias.
alias. Very good, alias. So I'm taking employee table. So now see, will get results. Yes, it will get results. See, this is the result. Understood? So salary is multiplying with the 2.2, we'll get this much salary. Okay, 2 times we are multiplying with that one. Okay. So this is revised bonus. So now see, using case, we can achieve if then else logic, right? So in SQL, that is only the difference. See, in our day-to-day programming, so definitely case is very, very important. Okay. So, and also you may get one more doubt. So can we use case in PLSQL? Yes, we can use in PLSQL. Okay. So instead of using if then else logic, you can use case in PLSQL as well and publish the result also. That also I will tell you in the PLSQL classes. Okay. So now
Yeah.
we will yeah. So we will be having decode statement, right? Decode is a function. Okay. So what is a decode? The same way, whatever the process we followed, right? The result. So if then else logic, we are using case, right? In SQL. In the same way, if then else logic used using decode as well. Okay. Decode, you can take decode and you can do it. So, but the syntax is different, but it serves the same way of output. Okay. So now tell me, the same scenario, can we implement with the decode? Yes, we can implement. So what is the syntax? So before going to give the example, let us understand the syntax. So what is the syntax? Decode. Okay, decode, bracket open, same, what expression. So I'm taking expression, what condition here, again condition. So after condition, we will take result. Okay, now tell me again, next expression remains same, right? Comma is already there. So condition 1, that is condition 1. Here condition 2. This is condition 2. This is 1. Okay. You can take 1. This is 1. This is condition 2. Condition 2, comma, result 2. Result 2. Understood? So condition 3, condition 4, condition 5, condition n number of conditions you can enter. Understood? So finally, if you want to give the default one, what is the approach? What is the approach? You can give comma, and finally here what you have to do, you don't no need to enter any else. Okay, so try to write some default result. Default result, it like salary is default result, right? Default result you can enter. So default result, close the brace. That's it. Understood? So if we will take example so that we can understand, right? So I am taking example. Okay. So what example? The same example I am doing. Okay. The same example. Here I am using case. I will use decode here. Okay. So let us write our code using decode. Okay. Same ename, comma job, comma decode. Okay. Decode. So what is the next step? Decode bracket open. Syntax is very mandatory. Okay. Syntax if you learn, so it will give correct results. So syntax if you mismatch, so wrong result may hit. Okay. So what is the expression? Job, right? So what is the next condition? In the single quotes, we need to keep our job ID, right? Salesman. If I want to keep salesman, you can keep salesman. First, if you want to keep analyst, you can keep. Anyway, anywhere you can keep, no problem. So salesman, I am taking sal into 2.2. Let us take. Okay. So now done. We can give comma here. It is good habit. So now what is the next step? Job is remains same, right? We need to choose what condition, right? So I'm taking condition. Salesman is done, right? I am taking clerk now. So for clerk, I am taking sal into some 3.3. Let us take 3.3. Okay, again comma. You can continuously also you can write in this way also you can write. Okay, no need to enter again and again. Okay, so I am taking in this way. Okay, what salesman is done, right? Analyst, ANA LYST, analyst. Okay, so analyst and separated with comma and salary into 6.6. Let us take. Okay, so enough. These three employees only. These three job holders. That means sorry, for this job who are responsible, such employees only we are giving some hikes. Okay, so I will write the default one. So default one is what? Sal. This is a default one. Okay, bracket close and mention what alias name. So I am taking a revised sal. Revised. So I am taking revised sal. So see one more thing, one more interesting thing. If I want to write in a single line, you can write underscore like in this way. Sir, I don't want in this way, I want in this way. For that, what is the approach? Write revise space sal. If you want to keep space, you have to mention what? Inverted commas. Understood? So from EMP, I'm taking EMP. See? The same it serves like, right? Decode. Understood? Understood? So one more scenario we will take. Okay. So let us assume I wanted to display the applicable tax rate for each employees in department. So how we can do that? So
Will join once again. I think it's going to end.
1 minute only, right? Okay, we will join. Take 5 minutes break, and we'll come back. Okay, I will have a coffee and come back. Okay, bye.